All right. So welcome to the MS and HR Management Info session here at Golden Gate University. My name is Luke Cowan. I am an admissions advisor here, and this is our program director if you would like to introduce yourself.
And I usually work better when I'm off mute. Uh, I'm Mike Horn. I'm the program director for our Human Resources Management program and also responsible for our leadership courses in the Ageno Graduate School of Business.
So GGU, we've been serving students since 1901. We are located in downtown San Francisco. We were one of the first universities to offer flexible online programs tailored toward working adults. We have an alumni network of 70,000 plus, and our courses are taught by professors that are located here in the Bay Area. And of course, you can learn both theory and practice that you can apply in the real world. And I will pass this back on to you.
Oh, okay. So one thing I just want to say at the start, it's so great to have all of you on this call. I really appreciate the time commitment that you've made, and I want to make myself available, whether it's today during our call or later via email or in any way that you need to tell you about GGU and um, our program in human resources management. Golden Gate University, why Golden besides it has the name Golden in it, which is off to a good start. We are a private nonprofit university. I think one of the oldest in California, if not the oldest private not-for-profit university in California, with a long tradition of serving working adults with practitioner faculty. And I think that's so key, particularly for all of you interested in human resources. That is my background, essentially. I've led human resources teams in some very big corporations and in some mid-sized corporations, and am very active in the field presenting. But more about GGU. We're WASC accredited. That's our accreditation body, Western Association of Schools and Colleges. We've just completed our WASC review. We're waiting for some additional findings and information out of WASC. But I think what you'll find at Golden Gate is you'll find small classes, personalized instructors. I have the lucky opportunity of working very closely with our HRM faculty, in fact, selecting many of them. And we have folks who are just that, working practitioners, people with HR backgrounds at Google, OpenAI, Roche, Genentech, Visa, all people who are active in the field. And I think, the more students engage with the faculty, the better off everyone is. I know with this personalization, I just recommended a student for a doctoral program, one of our HRM students. And again, you'll find the classroom to be a very welcoming environment at GGU. It says our average student age is 30. We're an organization that continues to promote inclusion in the classroom, and whether you're military, whether you're domestic, or whether you're an international student, I think you'll find a home at Golden Gate University. And our approach about having year-round programming, we run 3 terms a year, lets you finish a degree quickly. And particularly in HRM, in the HRM program, you can really run through the sequence. It really prepares you for all of the phases, all of the parts of human resources, whether it's learning and development, talent acquisition, employee relations. You get a great overview of of human resources, of the current state of the field, which is undergoing some change, and a way uh, to finish your degree quickly, so that you can do at your own pace. Any questions on this slide about why GGU? If you want, just drop them in the chat. I'll make sure we get to them, or even raise your hand and we'll make that going. But I think we can go on to the next slide. So for the Human Resources Management program, it requires 27 units, and for it's each class is essentially 3 units, and you need to complete 27 of those units. Our formats are you can participate completely online. You online asynchronous education where it's just that, it's completely online. There are some courses, not too many in the Human Resources program, where we have a live conference via Zoom, so that opportunity is available. And then a hybrid approach where you spend, out of the 15-week course, you spend, you're on campus twice during those 15 weeks for classes. There's no online, there's no GMAT or graduate record exam that's completed. And you can complete this in 2 years, and some students do it more quickly depending on how they schedule their sequence. Some students do take 3 courses a term, and that gets it. And you can see the application deadlines, early deadline, July 13th, final deadline, August 17th, and classes this fall will start on September 7th, and they'll run through December in a 15-week period. This is our curriculum. These are the 24 units which are required. And again, you can see how it really goes through everything that's important in human resources. First, we start by looking at what's going on in the workplace today. What are the workforce trends? I've been presenting a lot on AI and human resources at SHRM recently, at the Society for Human Resources Management. And then we go with, where does HR start? It starts with acquiring and retaining people. We have a great course in talent acquisition. And then we think about employee relations and HR as legal partner. One of our current instructors in employee relations is HR as the legal partner. He's written the textbook on employment law. It's now in its 5th edition, and just is a wealth of information. Many are interested in technology strategies for HRM, and we have a very hands-on program that will introduce you to a variety of HRM software and give you an ability to use that software, to become familiar with it. And then, of course, you always have to pay people in HR, right? So we spend a lot of time on total compensation, on reward systems within organizations from a pay and benefits and perks point of view. One of the favorite courses many students have is learning and development, so essential to developing careers today. It's not just about your experience, credentials, but it's about your abilities to learn. And we have a great course in learning and development, a course on ethics and managing people at work. We have a couple of instructors. One of our instructors is at OpenAI, and has really built the course around ethical employment, ethics, and managing people at work. And then what's the capstone course essentially is HR as strategic business partner. So it covers all of the preceding courses, and really contains the overview of HR as strategic partner, and links back to our learning objectives that we set. And then you can take one of these 2 courses, International HRM, or take my course, the Internship in Human Resources Management. And I work one-on-one with students during the internship, supervising their work and encouraging them to completion. So any questions about our curriculum? Drop it in the chat, raise your hand. Okay. And, why do people get a graduate degree in human resources? I think a lot of it is because you want to advance your career. You want to move to the next level. You want to be recognized. And that's what a Golden Gate career education does. And along with our practitioner-oriented faculty, you can learn firsthand for people who've worked in small corporations, big corporations, mid-sized corporations, in government, in the public sector, many of whom have terminal degrees in the program. so that you can learn to drive organizational success. You know, HR's had a seat at the table for some time, and now it's really about how do you continue to be a vital partner in driving organizational and business success. And these other focus areas around ethics, sustainability, inclusion, these are hallmarks of the Golden Gate program. I don't see anything changing in that regard. I see us continuing to emphasize these factors. And I also think that our technology course and our compensation course really helps you think about using data, as well as the talent acquisition course, for strategic decisions. So all important parts of, you know, you having a seat, you having a voice, and driving success in organizations to elevate your career and elevate the organization that you're part of. Great. And if we could go to the next slide then. One of the things that I do every year in leading the program is make sure that our curriculum is fully aligned with the Society for Human Resources Management. So they have a curriculum guidebook every year. I meet and apply with SHRM to make sure that our programs are up to date. They're covering the most current and required material by SHRM, so you can be confident that our program is fully aligned with the SHRM curriculum. And as I've said before, I mean, we value student success. I think it's critical for all of our faculty and for our students to know that you can succeed in this program. We want you to succeed in this program, and we'll provide you with the resources and support to do that. And that really comes into play with your engagement with the faculty and your engagement with other students in the classroom. I mean, if there's one thing that, you know, graduate education helps everyone to do, it's to build networks, professional networks, which can help it to advance your career. And there's so many resources at the university, whether it's our Diller Center with veterans, whether it's our Career Center, so many resources, as well as our faculty and your student colleague network in order to help you to succeed. And I think this is Luke. It comes back to you on this, or?
Yeah, yep. So for the admissions requirements, we do require a bachelor's degree with this program with a GPA of 3.0. If it is a little bit lower than a 3.0, you can just state that in your statement of purpose, explaining that. And so with that, it does require a statement of purpose when submitting your application, along with your resume. So when submitting your application, be ready to submit your statement of purpose, resume, and then of course all official transcripts as well. The skills for success here are strong quantitative writing and computing skills are important for in this dynamic learning environment.
Yeah, that's great.
And for financial aid, at the bottom right, we have our FAFSA code. It is 001205. So if you're planning to use FAFSA to fund the program, you'll definitely need that code. And if you have more questions, you can visit ggu.edu for financial aid questions. And for the next steps, the early deadline is coming up. It is July 13th. And then the final deadline is August 17th. So if you're interested, definitely submit your application before August 17th, but I would recommend submitting that as soon as possible. That way we can just work on getting all documents needed for the application. And when completing the app, it typically takes about 10 minutes. And you need to do this in one sitting. You're not able to return back to the application. So just kind of set time away to just do it all at once. And then at the bottom, if you are interested, we have the link at ggu.edu/apply. The next slide. If you have any other questions about the program, this is Mr. Mike's email. Definitely reach out to him. He'd be happy to help. And then also, let's see if it's on the last. Yes, if you have any questions for admissions, feel free to email info@ggu.edu as well. And if you have not submitted your application, this is the QR link you can scan, or you can go to the link here to submit your application. And then we can work on getting all documents needed, and we will go from there. Is there any more questions before we close it out today?
I don't see anything in the chat, and I don't know if anybody has any questions. And I would just add, I look forward to welcoming folks into the MS and HRM program.
All righty. Well, thank you guys for joining today.